welcome. It's another episode of the Corpy Show. I'm your host, Corpy. Like, subscribe, all that, you know. And on today's episode, I want to talk about something that affects both men and women. Why we put our guards and why we put walls up in relationships. When you first get in a relationship, we have these walls and this guard that we have up. It's natural because we've been through things. When you've been through things in life, which is everybody, we have natural walls that we put up to protect ourselves from other people. We could have got these walls from our family growing up, our friends, teachers that we met in school. Along life, we add more bricks to this wall, and this wall grows and grows. We get bricks every day that we go through things. We get more and more bricks that we add to this wall. We built these walls up in relationships to prevent people from getting close to us. These walls are simple things. The only reason you make walls is to protect something. You have something to protect on the other side of the wall. It's no reason to have a wall if there's nothing on the other side to protect. So when we make these walls and we form these blocks, we have something to protect. We're protecting our hearts, our spirits, our love, our energy. It's something that we're trying to protect on the other side of the wall. And if you meet somebody that has their wall up, don't get mad at that. All right. A lot of times we get mad that other people have walls that we can't climb. And you need to learn how to climb walls. You need to be Spider-Man. If you like somebody and they got a big wall in front of them that they guarding their heart in front of, turn to Spider-Man and climb that wall. All right? Spider-Man don't complain about climbing walls. He's a wall crawler. So learn how to scale those walls. If you really deal with somebody that has walls up, or help them lower those walls down a little bit so it's even easier for you to get over those walls. A lot of time we just meet people that have walls up and we don't try to understand why they have those walls up, what they've been through. Nowadays we don't really try to understand each other, and a lot of relationships fail because we don't try to understand each other. When the last time you actually sat with your partner and your significant other and just was like, all right, who are you now? I need to understand you. Especially when you've been with somebody for a long time. This could be your friends, your family, any relationship. When you've been around them or been with them for a long time, we don't realize that people are always new people. They say every 7 years you're a new person, a new version of yourself. But we don't sit and see each other as new people. We see each other as the same old people. And I like going in with the lens now of seeing people as the new people. I like to see people how they are now, not who I think they used to be. Going off old information is the worst thing you could do in this game of life. You know what I mean? If you're watching the Corpy Show, we don't go off of old information. All right?
You're a dummy.
If you still judging somebody by who you think they used to be, stop doing that. You judging them by old walls, by old doors that you think are still there. And then when you try to go find that door in the wall, that door is gone because they moved it. They're a new person. They done blocked that wall off. They're a whole new person. And we don't try to understand each other and see the differences of who we are. And that's why these walls stay up. We have these walls because we feel as though we're different from each other. But when we actually sit down and get to talk to each other and actually be around each other, we see that these differences we think are differences are really similarities. But you never gonna know because you're on the other side of this person's wall. All right? You can't, there's no windows on the wall. So you can't see this other person. You have to go knock on the door and get to know this person. Ask them to let you in. Stop trying to climb their walls. That's another thing. If you find it a hard time to climb this other person's walls or lower their defenses or even lower your defenses, just make a door. Have them knock on the door. Leave your walls up. Listen, I'm a big advocate of do not drop your walls for people that's not worth it. Always keep your guard up. I'm always advocate keep your guard up. My guard is always up. But will I let people sit on my wall? Yeah, you can sit on my wall. You can sit up there. You can come. You can visit. You could decorate the wall. You can plant a garden on the wall. I'll plant some of them, the flowers, the roses that grow on the wall in the castles. Plant some of those on my wall. Chill out. Come party. I got chips and dip at the wall. But I ain't letting you all the way in. All right? Watch people with one eye open. All right? So if you really want to let them in, just let them in a little bit. Make them a little door, and they can sit in the door and wait for you to let them fully in the experience of you. We be trying to give so much away that we just knock those walls down. Like, please knock my walls down. No, you built these walls over years for a reason. Having a wall is a defense mechanism. That's how you don't allow the bullshit into your life. That's how you don't allow people to play with you and deal with you because of this wall. That wall is not a bad thing. You built that wall. You put the bricks in that wall. It might be good bricks, might be bad bricks, but it's your wall. So you could lower it, you could make it higher, you could turn it into an igloo, you could turn it into a castle, you could turn it into a fortress, you could add a moat to your wall and make it even harder for people to get in. It's up to you. It's your wall. So you don't have to take it down for other people. But if you do feel like your guard is too up and you having a hard time letting people in, you don't have to let them all the way in. We have this need nowadays to have everything instant, everything perfect. Relationships and life is not perfect. Nobody's life is perfect. Take Warren Buffett. He's 93, 92 years old, one of the richest people in the world. You don't think he wish he was younger? He would trade all those billions of dollars to be younger again? Come on, nobody is perfect. Thinking that we have to find a perfect situation to let our walls down is a backwards way of thinking, and that's a wrong way to think. That's why you're watching the Corpy show. I'm gonna help you with your thinking process. I'm gonna just tell you things on how to think. I'm not gonna tell you how to think, but I'm gonna just show you how I think, and you might relate to it. That's how we relate, cause I'm able to lower my walls and lower my guard down and talk to y'all of my innermost thoughts because that's how it is. Walls are meant to have openings in it. That's why buildings have windows. That's why we created windows. We didn't just make walls to be walls you can't see through and nobody could get through. We made doors and windows so you could see through it. You could enter walls. We got caves. We got all types of stuff. It's always an opening in the wall. So stop thinking you have to make this impenetrable wall where people can't get in. And that's another thing about walls is people can't get in, but you can't get out. We become prisoners to these walls and these prisons that we set. Your wall doesn't have to be a prison. It could be a rose wall. It could be a flower wall, a garden wall. It could be a marijuana wall. It could be a wall or whatever you want on the wall, all right? It could just be a door. It could be a little fence. You don't gotta have a big wall. Have a tall fence. Have a electric shocking on top of the fence. Have a fence. You don't gotta have a wall. Put a fence up, all right? Make people meet you at the fence. Like, what you want? You still be waiting for the wall. Have security. Don't you got a wall? Lower the wall, but have security there. Yo, what's up? What you want? What you here for? All right. Stop thinking you have to lower your guard and lower your wall. No, keep it up. It's up there for a reason. You added it brick by brick. When we learn to let people in, we find a funny thing happen. Your wall comes down naturally. When you meet somebody that you actually like and you're around people that you like, our walls come down naturally. When we're around our friends and family, people we love and have respect and admiration for, those walls come down naturally. We see an old friend, we rush and hug them like, yo, I haven't seen you in so long. Those barriers fall naturally so be around people that you actually like. Your walls are not coming down because you're not around somebody you like. When you're around somebody that reassures you, makes you happy, and keeps you content, you're able to lower your walls down and be your best self. If you're around somebody that always is making you keep your walls up and keep your guard up, that's a big sign right there. That's a red flag. I think we got to bring back the red flag episodes because y'all forgetting what's a red flag and what's not. It's a lot of red flags people give y'all. Y'all don't be watching the red flags. Y'all just be driving like, I don't see the red flags. You driving like you driving like this. I don't see the red flag. If somebody is keeping your guard up, you're around somebody and they make you keep your guard up and you have to stay on your toes around them, that's a bad sign. I don't be around women that make me keep their guard up and I always got to worry about them. That's a dub for me. That's too much energy and time I could be giving y'all the best podcast in the world, The Corpy Show. All right? Don't let nobody waste your time. And if your guard is up, it's up for a reason. And if you're around somebody that makes you lower your guard, it'll lower naturally. It'll be like one of them automatic sensor things at the mall so you don't back up. Like, it's going to automatic. You pay the thing, you pay the mall ticket, you've been in the mall for an hour and a half. I hate when they get you for an hour, for that extra hour and a half. That should only go from $3 to $5. Like, yo, I was just in an extra store. Like, I wasn't even in the mall that long. But it's going to be automatic when you meet somebody that makes you let your guard down.
You're a dummy.
If you thinking that you gotta lower your guard all the way, keep them guards up. That's how you get knocked out, not having your guards up. Always have your guard up. But when you find somebody that makes you lower it, it'll do it naturally. All right? Just let it happen naturally. All right? Don't be too stressed about it. Your walls will come down naturally. All right? They don't have to get knocked down. I wasn't making a sex reference. I was literally talk about walls. But if you want to make it a sex reference, we do that here. You know what I mean?
You're wildin'.
Peace.